Uh-oh.
No. Okay.
Mel time.
Why did I say this?
Mel time. It's Mel time.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with.
Goddamn, Destiny. Dog. And man, see, here's the thing, right? This is what happens, man, when you have a lot of guys, man, who are in that blue pill beta male stuff. I mean, see, what's so funny is that the fact that he tried to prove a point, right? Him, Abba, Preach, you know, and this shout out to them. And I like Destiny, right? And I like Abba and Preach, and I appreciate the content that they do, and I think Destiny is one intellectual brother, man. He is very intellectual, man. He is very smart. But you know, when you have intellectual betas, right? You're gonna have situations like this. Abba and Destiny, you know, end up collabing one time, and they Destiny brought Abba onto his platform or whatnot, and they decided to I guess Abba decided to dance with him. I mean, or to dance with Destiny's wife. And I believe Abba and Preach even made a video about it because they were trying to prove a point and saying, man, listen, she likes to dance, right? You know, so I was dancing with her. There's nothing wrong with that. But they were proving a point, they're pretty much proving a point that, hey, there's nothing wrong with me sitting over here dancing with this man's woman because, hey, we both like dancing.
Okay, so I'm gonna show you a video.
Yeah.
This video caused this individual a lot of problems. Ready?
Set.
I used to compete in ballroom dancing,
Hey!
so I know all of the
You and
dance
Ayla.
dances. Yeah, exactly.
Are you guys over here in
Isn't
this
that
fucking
weird?
perfect form?
I haven't done it in so long though.
Wait, what kind of ballroom? What are you doing?
All the 10 dances. I was competing all of them.
That's a lot.
Seen it. I haven't done it in years. Is the thing. So I'm very curious if I started, but like I can understand. Like if we danced, you would be able to like what do you call
Lead
it?
you.
Like yeah, exactly, really well because I would probably figure out like the basic steps and I would figure out like how to do everything.
All right, let's find out.
No.
Find out.
No, we gotta find out.
Uh-oh.
No. Okay.
Mel time.
Why did I say this?
Mel time.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
it's Mel time.
got
the
form. Okay,
Alright.
so we're just doing salsa. We're just going.
Yep.
Who the girl?
His wife.
Oh, it's
His wife.
his wife. Destiny's wife. So,
They're lesbians.
yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Cool. We're good.
Same love.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. You seem like you have a problem with lesbian love.
No.
Okay. All right. Just want to make sure. All right, let's keep watching.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Yeah.
There you go. Hey. Yeah. You want to know how she knew what she was doing? She did this. She went. That's how I knew, man. She started flexing them shoulders and them traps. I was like, oh, she not fucking playing.
Damn.
But what's the context?
Okay, ready? She's a ballroom dancer.
And
We danced,
and
and now everyone's saying he's a.
you mean people that do not dance? People that are not in that dancing world? People that don't know what the is going on? People that when they go to the party, that's how they dance?
So what's the issue? A lot of men will sit over here and have an issue with that. You dancing with my woman, right? Now, some people would attribute it to, you know, this a toxic masculinity. You know, why are you even worried about that? Da-da-da. But it's like, dude, there's just certain boundaries you don't cross. That's one of them, right? Now, look, like I said, it's different for everybody, right? You know, and Abba was pretty much saying, hey, man, look, you know, you have different cultures where, you know, men dance with other men's wives. I don't know what culture that is, right? Maybe Hispanics. Hey, man, I've never saw it. I don't see other men dancing with other men's wives, right? I think universally, any man knows not to dance with another man's wife, right? So when you go, when you sit over here and you go all the way back to that, right? We try to be disingenuous. We try to say, hey, well, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Oh, well, you know, people with just toxic masculinity, you know, this and that. You know, what's wrong with man or girl having male friends? But then it's like, it's literally the same thing as, once again, somebody saying, well, what's wrong with your girlfriend having a bunch of male friends? I don't know, you tell me, right? A lot of people, once again, will attribute it to, well, he's jealous. Well, he doesn't want anybody. Well, he just controlling. Well, he doesn't want anybody messing with his girl. Well, he's this. Well, he's that. Of course, man, a guy wants to be protective over his girl. So, number one, you don't want to give anybody a reason. Don't give anybody a reason, right? You sit over here, you allow, right, a man, look, you can trust your homeboy all day. You can trust your homeboy all day. But let's just be honest. Would you leave him in a household? Right? Would you leave your woman in a household with all your friends? No, you wouldn't. Would you leave your woman in a household with other guys that you think that you truly trust? No. Right? There might be one or two guys, in the world that you might trust your girl with, but it's not every single person you're going to be able to come across that you're going to be able to trust. Not even strangers, right? And in this situation, you had, Destiny let her, pretty much a stranger, Abba, right? And there's no issues with this. But you let somebody like Abba, dance with your wife. That's okay, fine, right? But let's not, once again, try to make this thing okay. Like, oh, well, there's nothing wrong with, somebody dancing with, with this man's wife. There's nothing wrong with somebody dancing with your wife. They do it culturally. Well, are you a part of that culture? You're not a part of that culture. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, if you want to do it, you want to do it. But like I said, hey, you can say, well, they do it in other cultures. Are you a part of that culture? No. Man, we all know that's not something that you want to do. Dancing with somebody else's wife is not something that you want to do. So they're trying to say, hey, well, this is okay. Now, fast forward, Destiny's wife cheating on this man. So I'm just saying, there's more that's going to come out to it, right? There's going to be more that's going to come out to it. But the thing is, right? We have people who are so disingenuous, who are trying to change things. Hey, well, you know what? Hey, well, I understand that, it used to be bad that a man can dance with another man's wife. I understand that back in the day, your girlfriend or your wife couldn't have a bunch of male friends, but it's different now. There's nothing wrong with it now. We should just allow it to happen. You shouldn't be so toxic, right? Remove the toxic masculinity. You ain't got to be jealous all the time. Like, bro, when we sit up here, like I said, try to be disingenuous, right? Try to sit over here and change things knowing that there's a reason why it's like that. You have situations like this, then you just go back. What can you attribute? What will you attribute it to? What would Destiny attribute this to? Right? Is you going to attribute it to him just being so careless and just him being a beta and saying, hey, well, you know what? Hey, well, I trust any girl that I freaking date, I can freaking trust them 24/7 because that's the reason why I'm dealing with them. Y'all do understand there are plenty of marriages that involves the man and the woman being best friends since elementary school, middle school. So when guys, once again, sit up here and say, sis, you don't need no male best friends. Whatever male best friend you had before, it's over with, right? You can still be friends. Y'all can still communicate from time to time, but the type of relationship that y'all had before, that shit got to be dead. That shit got to be dead. And once again, when a man expresses that, we somehow controlling, we're somehow jealous, we're somehow insecure. But once again, you have living proof that people are best friends with these guys, that women are best friends with these guys since elementary school. These guys sitting over here having to hear all of the damn guys that ran through his future wife, all the guys that sat over here and played her, all the guys that sat over here and used her as a freaking, used her as a shush kebab. I mean, like, she went through all of that, and you sat here and said, hey, well, let me go ahead and marry her, right? I want to go ahead and wife you up. So when guys sit over here and say, you don't need no male best friends, this is the reason why, right? This is the reason why. You and this girl breaks up. The guy she told you not to worry about is sitting over here, man, married her. Or sitting over here, man, drilling her, right? After y'all done broke up. She's sitting over here using him to confine in. Guys, if you think like this, best believe that you're only ever going to endure ish like this.